Hello everyone, I'm Sudarshan and this is video number 5 for Blockchain Challenge Lab. Last week, we had discussed about taking our idea of building a sports betting platform on blockchain and expanded the scope of the project to developing a blockchain-based polling software as a service platform. Based on last week's video, Professor had left several parting questions, and our main focus this week is to rigorously answer these questions and further solidify and refine our idea. Firstly, I would like to outline our goals and explain the content distributed on our platform. The goal is to provide a transparent, trustworthy, and secure platform that third-party surveyors can subscribe in order to take polls, and researchers could subscribe to perform research with non-bogus data. Our target audience is indeed large, and some of the major players or industries in our clientele would be the mainstream media, polling companies, surveyors like our university, and researchers. The key things that we're trying to achieve from this platform is to establish a decentralized pool of polling data so that we don't have to absolutely depend on the results that are produced by established polling agencies. The gains that our clientele would take from our system would, for example, be where media outlets could analyze data from that we have collected on this platform and dodge this fake news complaint, since the raw data that they used to make predictions is readily available for cross-referencing. And analytics firms can better gain trust of their clients and the public, since they can more easily refute complaints of biases, again because this data, the raw data that they used, is readily available for the public to go back and cross-reference. And the surveyors can assure the public that the data that they're collecting is indeed anonymous, because since we're using a blockchain platform, all the data that we're collecting are truly anonymous. And researchers can also have the assurance that their data is fairly non-bogus, because people would potentially be more truthful in their responses, since they know that their identity is hashed. So next, I would like to take a quick moment to basically convey how the polling business will take place on our platform. So suppose there is a firm F that wants to conduct a poll. To do so, they would have to purchase, let's say, n number of tokens, which I will, for namesake, I'll call it G ballots. So they would purchase n number of G ballots to distribute to voters. After firm F distributes these ballots to all its users, the users will then transcribe their information. In other words, they would basically put in their vote response or fill in the survey questions into this ballot, and then this ballot would come back to our SaaS platform, where we would process this information and put it into appropriate buckets. In this process, we are basically collecting information from the users or poll takers whose identity is essentially hashed. Now, let's consider the use of blockchain within this framework. So the key benefits we see in implementing the backend using blockchain technology would be the following propositions. So on the technical side, blockchain would essentially allow us to sell this data as a monetary entity. And given this open ledger framework of blockchain, anyone can refer back to these G ballots, since they're essentially a transaction since they're similar to a transaction of a cryptocurrency. Any user in the Ethereum platform that we would be using for the sake of this project can go back and recheck these ballots and potentially perform tests to ensure that the results that we are producing is indeed correct. And this overall concept will induce trust into this polling process. And on the marketing side, I strongly believe that blockchain is the key buzzword that we need. To potentially combat this idea of passing on fake information. Lastly, I would like to thank you for watching our video. I sincerely apologize for this long video. I attempted to convey our concept as thoroughly or completely as possible. However, I do strongly believe that there are some certain loopholes that our team has not thought about yet. So it would be great if you guys could, if you guys think of something, you could potentially let myself or any of my team members know, so that we can also take that into consideration as we delve into this topic further. Thank you for watching.